on my way home from Myrtle Beach, and I was going to stop at a battlefield. I was going to pick the Battle of Cowpens because that was a great Revolutionary War battle. But another great Revolutionary War battle was the Battle of Camden. It's just that we lost this one and we won Cowpen, so. But let's see here. Battle of Camden. Near here on August 16th, 1780, an American army under General Gates was defeated by British forces commanded by Lord Cornwallis. Major General Baron de Kalb was mortally wounded in this battle. British troops engaged, American troops engaged. So I brought along a K2 meter to see if we get any hits. Maybe we'll get some EVPs, but I don't know with all this traffic. It is loud. So Baron de Kalb mortally wounded on this spot at the Battle of Camden. We're going to set down the K2 meter. Baron de Kalb, we're here to honor you in your fight at the Battle of Camden. I just want to know if you're still here with us. Nothing on the K2. We just want to thank you for your service. I don't know if you know this, but we ended up winning the war and became a free country. Now this is the place where General Baron de Kalb was mortally wounded, and I wondered if that was his voice because we were right there where he was killed. I really don't think it is because he was a French general and that sounded like an English accent. And you had a part in that, and we thank you for that. Baron, if you're here, say hi. I'll be able to hear you on this device here later on. Do you have anything to say about the British? If you hate the British, touch this object right here and see if you can make it light up. It's a little tiny light, just like a match would light up. It doesn't hurt you. It just lets me know you're here. All right. Of course, when it went off, it's because I touched it. It won't go off while I'm holding it, but it will go off if it's set down hard or if you touch it hard. It will momentarily, see, make it go off. Camden Battlefield, National Historic Landmark, dedicated in 1961. Jesus, there's giant pine cones falling down. They're so big that they make a thump. I don't know if you heard that. Battle of Camden. This battle resulted in Major General Nathaniel Greene to replace Gates as commander of the Southern Department. Greene would play a critical role in the Carolinas, directing operations that eventually led to the American victory. It led to the Battle of Cowpens, which is a very interesting battle. We won it. And it pretty much turned the tide of the war. The British, after that, ended up in Yorktown, where they lost. And that was it, folks. So what do we got? Point of interest, you are here. The monument. Voices of Camden audio experience. Looks like a short trail. Ooh, here's some I love military history. Now on May 12th, 1780, the British attacked Charlestown, and they got through the defenses at Fort Moultrie. And if you remember, we did a video on Fort Moultrie that was called Ghost Hunting at Haunted Fort Moultrie last year in November. So then General Cornwallis went north and attacked the forces of Gates at Camden. British and American forces lined up on both sides. They had an artillery duel. Then the British marched forward. The American militia on one side got scared and took off running, but the forces under DeKalb stayed and fought. But they were overwhelmed, and they ended up retreating, so all of the American forces retreated north, and Cornwallis won the battle. Huh. This road was here at the time of the battle, and this is where they fought. They had an artillery duel. Gates positioned his seasoned veterans on his right and militia on his left. Cornwallis did the same. And as usual, the Patriot militia panicked and retreated. They did that every time. Just about every time. Let's see, British casualties 68, 245 wounded. Americans 250 killed, 800 wounded. Gates abandoned his troops. Well, now Cowpens was interesting because a strategy was used where they knew the British were going to know that the militia was going to retreat, and they used that as a strategy and had men hiding behind a hill or something. And when the British were chasing after the retreating militia, the Americans, the veterans, the more experienced soldiers popped out and destroyed the British troops. Major General Horatio Gates, Lieutenant General Charles Lord Cornwallis. Lord Cornwallis, are you here with us? I don't know why you'd be hanging around in South Carolina, but who knows? Maybe you love this victory so much that you just have to visit now and then. And General Gates, maybe you're here with us. Although I don't know why you don't want to hang around a battle that you lost and then took off on us, lost your command. So I would doubt either general is here. Check this out, there's a British flag. I've never seen this British flag. Is that where a soldier is buried? Now, I don't know if this was an American or a British soldier. He sounds older, but he said he wore that drawer, and drawer comes from drawers, and drawers are your pants, so one leg would be one drawer. I don't know why he said that, but it does sound like an older, possibly an officer. Is there somebody buried here at this British flag? Please speak to me if you're, if any soldiers are around here, buried here. Please talk to me through this. Do you know what year it is right now? Believe it or not, it is 2024. This battle happened in 1780. It is now 2024. I need an extension on this damn camera so I can get myself in the picture better. Now, this isn't a very big battlefield. Cowpens is much bigger. But like I said, it's supposed to rain, possibly, and I don't want to be stuck out in the middle of a battlefield with my electronic equipment getting rained on and ruined. So I stopped here. I was just right up the road. In fact, I might even stop at Cowpens if it doesn't rain. All right, let's see here. De Kalb's last stand. As the Patriot line disintegrated near where you stand, the right flank of the Maryland Continentals pushed back the British Legion, North Carolina Royalists, and Volunteers of Ireland. So the North Carolina Royalists were loyalists. They were fighting for the British. They fought right at the road. It was called the Great Wagon Road at the time. If any of you are still here, if there are any soldiers here, please touch my K2 meter. If you touch this, whoops. If you touch that, it will light up. It won't hurt you. It'll let me know you're here. Are there any Continentals here? It's all right if you ran. I understand. A lot of you militia guys were not used to war, and you were fighting the This one's interesting because as soon as I talked about the Americans running off, somebody said, "I'm chicken. Who are you?" Which is relevant to what I was asking. Strongest army in the world. So I understand that you would run, but it's all right now. We won our independence. Go ahead and touch that meter. Let me know that you're happy that we are a country now, United States of America. All right, let's check out another one. So I think this is the extent of the battlefield. I'm not sure. It only goes up here a little ways. I'll put the K2 right there. When ordering his militia to attack, Gates envisioned them marching forward. He therefore instructed General William Smallwood to advance his 1st Maryland Brigade to take their place. But the militia broke into a retreat. A lot of hand-to-hand combat. You can imagine how horrible that would be. Stabbing people with your bayonet. Being stabbed with one of those bayonets. They're quite large, they're long, and if they stuck one through you at any part of your body, you're talking about severe pain, if not death. Alright, we're going to head up here a little bit. The Flight of the Patriots. If anybody's here, please touch this object for me, if you could. I'm an American. I'm from Ohio. Let's see, at the time that was part of the Northwest Territory. I live along the Ohio River, and if you could, just please touch my K2 meter. It's just a little thing that lets me know you're here. So they retreated out this way. Of course, I imagine there are more trees. It looks like they cut down a bunch of trees. Venture out here just a little bit. No hits on the K2 yet. Oh shit, there's something over here. They might just be cutting down trees for wood. Are they dead here one time? Are there any British troops here? It's all right. You can talk to me. I'm an American, but we are best friends with Great Britain. We are allies. My phone's going off. Hold on. But you know what? That gives me an idea. I should have the Spirit Talker on. Let's get that old Spirit Talker on. I can't hold them all at once, so I'm just going to do the Spirit Talker for now. I was going to break out the XLS, but it doesn't do very well outdoors. Are there any soldiers here?
I was executed.
Were you executed because you went AWOL? Did you retreat when you weren't supposed to? Is that why you were executed? Recovering from Camden.
Meeting.
Meeting. Meeting. I don't know what that is. Okay. We're headed for some sort of structure. There's some big ant mounds. Well, there's a lot of sand here, so they can build high rises here. Of course, they're not as big as the ones we saw Where were we? Was that at the... That was at the plantation. The Tibwin. The Tibwin. The Tibwin. Are there any more soldiers here? Please talk to me.
The bad man's here.
Now this guy sounds like he was being held captive, probably an American soldier being held captive by the British. Then he says, "Let me go." So I think he's stuck in time right there. It's actually kind of sad. Who is the bad man? Who is the bad man? A night skirmish. So this occurred before the battle. Some dragoons charged the American cavalry at night. All right. Mary. I don't know who Mary is. Who is Mary? Bloody Mary? Were you the wife of someone that was killed here? The Army's March. Gates had 3,400 American soldiers. Cornwallis had 2,185. They moved at a quicker pace because there was less of them, and they were more experienced, more disciplined, and they won the battle. I still want to know if there are any American militiamen here. So after the night skirmish, there was an artillery duel at dawn, which is what usually happens.
Beware of the man.
Beware of the man. What man? The man? Is that what you called the British? 5:30 a.m. They engaged in a artillery duel.
She's dangerous.
Somebody's dangerous, and it's a woman. No more than several hundred yards, which is pretty close. Pretty close to each other. They fired both grape and canister shot rather than solid iron cannonballs. Golf ball sized iron grape shot. So that'd be cool to find some grape shot or small artillery balls, but I don't have time to look for any, and I'm sure it's illegal to take them. Shelley. Shelley, was that the name of one of the shells fired? Shelley?
Your name?
My name is Jeff. Jeff Lewis. My family came from Wales a long time ago. They ended up in the Northwest Territory. And now I live along the banks of the Ohio and a town called Cincinnati, Ohio. All right, I'm gonna head back. And so what's your name? So I don't think the Spirit Talker has given me very many relevant answers here. It might be. If I get some EVPs that line up with these answers, that would be great. But I'm getting women's names, and I should be getting men's names. I don't think there were any women here. I doubt it. Because these armies...
I was religious.
These armies were on the march. I don't think they had any women with them. I'd highly doubt it. Oh, all right. We're gonna pack it up. It was fun. Goodbye, soldiers. Infernal. That sounds like hell. Well, goodbye, soldiers of the Battle of Camden. We honor you. Thank you for your service. Alright, I'll see if I might stop at cow pens if I got time. If it doesn't rain. But until then, this is Ghost Hunter Jeff, signing off.